Before this video officially starts, there are multiple videos similar to mine, so I recommend you watch those videos after watching mine. All those videos are really well made and put together. So, a couple of days ago, I made a video of me ranting about the lack of day 1 content featured on the release of Season 1. Some people weren't really a fan of that video, but the video was made to get my opinion out. My opinion being, I'm already getting bored of the game. Which, like I said in my last video, is probably my fault because I overplayed the game. But there are still a lot of people with the same opinion as me. Of course, when all of the Season 1 content drops, all the complaints will be irrelevant. But is this a sign that MultiVersus will die soon? If you look at Steam charts, the game is losing players, but this is kinda expected because the game gained popularity fast. Also, MultiVersus came out right when people began school. As of right now, MultiVersus is alive and well, but this might not be the case in a couple of months. The real way to see if MultiVersus will die soon is to see how other games die, and how MultiVersus compares. Alright, let's get the obvious out of the way. If the gameplay in the game isn't good, the game won't be good, which causes it to die. Some famous examples of this is Anthem. People called this game's progression system and combat system confusing, and now the game is dead. More famous examples of this is Alien Colonial Marines, Evolve, and No Man's Sky, before the patches and updates. Now, how is MultiVersus gameplay? This question is probably obvious, but the gameplay is really good. The game is most similar to Smash Bros, but in a lot of ways different. There are things in the gameplay that can be considered annoying, but this could be found in every game. In every fighting game there are also spammers, and a lot of people have been saying spamming will be the downfall of this game. But in fighting games, players start learning how to go against spammers and beat them, so that argument will be irrelevant. So the gameplay as of right now is great. This part of the video might seem a bit weird, but let me explain. Some of those popular games have a huge casual and pro audience. Of course, there are games that have a low casual audience and are still popular. League of Legends being the best example, as it is the most popular game in the world, and I never heard anyone say, I play League of Legends casually. Some games that have a huge casual and pro audience are Fortnite, Apex, and Call of Duty, but Call of Duty is dying for different reasons. Another game like that is of course Smash Bros. As of right now, MultiVersus has a great balance of casual and pro play. MultiVersus was just a featured game at EVO, which is the biggest fighting game tournament. The majority of the player base for most games is casual, so MultiVersus is doing great in that as well. The thing that every new game needs now to stay alive is new content. Adding content after a game's release is nothing new. Call of Duty and other games have been doing it for years. After Fortnite popularized the addition of seasons and battle passes, every single game now has a battle pass and seasons. Fortnite has also changed our mind as gamers and consumers. We now expect that every few months there is going to be major updates and major changes. When a game doesn't provide content frequently, it starts to die out. Some popular examples of this happening is Call of Duty World War II, which came out around the time Fortnite started gaining popularity. I actually remember choosing to play World War II over Fortnite. Anyways, World War II didn't release content fast enough and Fortnite ended up killing it. World War II ended up releasing a lot of content and becoming a good game, but it was too late and the players moved on. I know I complained about there not being enough content day 1 of the season, but MultiVersus is still releasing content consistently. They added LeBron James, they're going to add Rick and Morty, and eventually Stripe and Black Adam. And if all the leaked characters end up coming out, this game is going to be rich in content. Plus, WB has a huge lineup of characters they can add, which could be super beneficial to this game because there's an infinite amount of characters they can add. So, now we can answer the question, when will MultiVersus die? Honestly, it depends. It depends on some factors, the main being if WB keeps pumping out content for the game at the rate they are. The game will last. If they also keep having tournaments for the game, it could one day be a competitor in esports to Smash. The developers have already shown good habits by listening to the community and giving us a lot of content. So if WB doesn't mess with MultiVersus, it will last a long time.